Today we are going to make some further adjustments on the carburetor on the John Deere. So I was doing some research last night because I don't want to just accept the fact. Oh, and soon, let me tell you what we're gonna do. Soon we're gonna clean all these freaking leaves out. Look at this. This is gravel under here, just for the record. You can kind of see right there. And the gutters drain, or the carport gutters drain into here. So it's time that something about this gets done. Hey buddy, what you doing? Hi, say hello. Oh, is that a bug? I love that dog, he's my best friend. Hey, hey, Bobo, hey. He don't want to jump. He says, Daddy, it's too hot. It is 90 over 68% humidity today, I believe, something of the sorts. Long story short, it absolutely sucks to be outside, but the thing about that is that things still have to be done. So I try to just get over it, I guess. It sucks. Okay. So based off of some of what I was reading last night, the governor may need to be adjusted. So if we go, where's wide open throttle? There's wide open right there, I believe. I think. Is that wide open or is that choke? No. That's not choke. That's wide open. There's no choke involved there. Yeah, so that is absolutely no choke. Is the governor still... Huh. Well, that actually feels like it's probably doing its job. But since we are already here, we might as well try it. Because maybe, just maybe, that turned or something. Also, I read that if you... Let's see... Is this true? Have I been bamboozled? No, okay, yeah, that is full throttle right there. What is this screw down here for? Yeah, we're totally winging this, by the way. Not really. I did do a little bit of research. I genuinely did. But that was last night. And... you know, that was like last night and stuff. Okay. So yeah, we're going to loosen up this pinch bolt back here on this governor. Do we want to guess? Should we guess? It's a 10 millimeter because, oh man, I thought it was a 10 millimeter, but now that I look at it, it might not be. Aha, 'tis a 10. So full throttle on the control panel. Wow, that is really in the way right there. According, I don't think that slipped. That's basically what all the thing said was, oh, it sounds like the governor may have slipped. But they also said, in all fairness, to adjust. Dang, that's still not loose. Okay, now it is. So full throttle, turn the governor. Well, that might just be, where's the bottom out? What adjusts that? Does the governor have any movement forward? No. Does it have any movement backwards? Yes. So, okay, so yeah, I do not believe that it is truly a governor issue because the governor is all the way forward. We'll leave it like that and we will tighten it down. And we'll see what the results are. But I do also, what you doing, buddy? You coming to help? Use a good helper. Don't go running off with stuff like you normally do. That's not helping. All right. I mean, it might be a little bit further. Does the governor move whenever you... Yeah, okay, so when you go back to idle... Man, there is not much movement in that governor. Huh. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. Yeah, it goes full open, so it... Huh. Maybe it is a clogged jet. Everybody says that, you know, it sounds like a fuel issue. The only thing that makes me think it wasn't was that whenever you'd bog it, you know, it would it would smoke a little black. Like, it's not like it's running lean, I don't think. I mean, to be completely honest, I'm not a master at this stuff. I just know how to Google. But in my opinion, you know, black smoke means excess fuel. And from what I understand, the high-speed circuit on this carburetor is not adjustable. And this, full transparency, this is a Amazon carburetor. So other places were saying, hey, you know, with cheap carbs, sometimes like the jets, you know, the fixed jets like that aren't always correct. So that's highly possible. It may need to be drilled. Let's make sure we don't create a gasket freak show here and lose every part. So we've got, let's see, we've got that gasket. We've got this gasket, which stayed with the carburetor. That's good. This is your idle screw, I think, idle circuit. Dang it, I was really hoping I did not have to take the whole thing off again, but I think that is truly going to be our only option. So let's do that. Okay, that wasn't impossible. That's good. And this guy right here, this one was a pain in the butt, I remember. How's y'all's weeks going? Hope everything's going well for everybody. Hope life's not knocking everybody too hard. My week's been good. It's going by really quickly, which is an absolute blessing. I was hoping it would. And usually when you start hoping it will, then that's when things go south. But yeah, no, it's been a good week. It's been a productive week. And yeah, what else can you really ask for there? I've cleaned a fair bit of carbs, so hopefully this one's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, I see the main jet in there. Unless that guy right there is dirty too. I don't even know if I'm gonna have the proper screwdriver to get that out. Not that. That fit. Let's see, can we see through here? I probably just need to source a genuine carburetor on eBay, truth be told. Man, I can see light through that. I don't think there's anything in there. Let's go and inspect it under some liget. And yes, I realize that I'm an idiot and you guys aren't going to be able to see this. But, well, maybe you can. I don't know what you guys can see right now. I don't know if that's just an optical illusion. I mean, it has... What the heck? Okay, well, no, hold on. Dang, it almost kind of does look like something maybe. Yeah, no, that's definitely just an optical illusion. That thing's clear as day. Crap. Well, now we've got to get the main jet out, and I gotta set that somewhere I don't lose it immediately. Realistically though, yeah, I mean, I think I just need to source, and that might actually be the ticket right there. I was afraid that this screwdriver would be too small, and it may still be. Realistically, I just need to source and order a OEM Mikuni carb for this guy. I've had, you know, I mean, my luck, I guess, with these guys are kind of hit and miss. Some carbs from Amazon are great, and some are absolutely trash. Oh, crap. What the heck was that? Did I break the... What did I break? What broke? I saw something. Rats, I don't think this is gonna be the... Let's see here. So this screwdriver's probably not gonna do it. This one's too wide. I don't want to make a screwdriver if I have any control over it. Let's look through these tools. These were my grandpa's tools. We unfortunately lost my grandpa in November of last year, and I don't want that close. And it has been really odd without him, to say the absolute least. I can't get that drawer to function correctly. I think there's something behind it. So, that being said, hug your grandparents if you can, and if you can, you know, I want you all to know that y'all are extremely lucky. I've still got, you know, one grandma and one grandpa, and it's a blessing, you know, to be able to see them, because one day you won't be able to, and all you'll be able to think about is things you wish you did, things you wish you asked them, advice you wish you asked them about, you know, things like that. And by that point, you know, it's too late, you know. So don't wait. Do it while you can, because you will kick yourself in the butt one day for not doing so. I was extremely lucky and had a ton of time with my grandpa, and you know, he's not suffering anymore. He's in much better shape than he was, and yeah, just make sure you do that, because it is very important. I don't know if this is going to be any thinner. I think that's about the same width as... That's literally the exact same screwdriver. Well, I'll tell you what, let's make a screwdriver. You know, the thing that I was saying I didn't want to do 5 minutes ago? Let's go ahead and do that. I believe, as long as this tip doesn't break off in the freaking carb. See how hot is that? That's extremely hot. Let's quench that before we stick it into a carburetor full of gas. All right, that's probably, whew, that is hot. Okay, well, YOLO. At least it'll be on camera. Can't forget that guy right there either. Sweet, that fits. I'm fully not expecting there to be anything in here. I mean, all right, feels like we're just about there. That's not the main jet, is it really? I'll be darned. Yeah, it must be. Okay. Huh. Okay, well, I guess this is it. I mean, dang, it sure is hard to... Yeah, no, those things are completely clear. But it's apart, so let's go and run some wire through it, and I guess while we're at it, we'll look at it under the magnifying glass. Yeah, that all looks fine. Just as expected. I think this may be thin enough. No, that's not thin enough. Told you it wasn't gonna be. Maybe you are. Yeah, these little Chinese carbs are sometimes decent. I've had, I guess I've had mixed results. You know, I've learned, you know, if you don't want to spend OEM money, then definitely don't go and get the absolute cheapest one in the world, because I did that with my Cub Cadet LTX 1040 back there, and it's a piece of junk. It's the biggest steamer. It won't run right. It won't idle. I mean, realistically, it probably just needs an adjustment, but I don't know. That mower is also kind of just a piece of garbage in the first place. So I don't know how much of it's the carb's fault and how much of it's just the carb or the mower being junk. Yeah, and again, I'm fully not expecting this to have fixed anything. I didn't do anything, you know what I mean? All I did was clean out the already clean emulsion tube. Let's get that tight. Man, that is not a very good feeling. And adjust the governor, which again, I don't think that really changed anything. I think the governor was already fine. Oh, that's right. Man, that is not much fuel flow, is it? Huh. Man, you know what? I don't know. I'm almost starting to kind of wonder, is it a freaking fuel line that's not delivering enough fuel? Let's see. That's a valve on. Seriously? That is valve on? Are we out of gas? How curious. I opened the Are we out of gas? Is that what the problem is right now? No, we're not quite. I mean, it's low, but I mean, I get that, I guess on these gravity fed systems, you lose head pressure whenever you don't have, but I mean, it ain't doing anything until you open the cap. But I've ran it with the cap on and the cap off. Man, you know what? Huh. Okay. I still don't think well, I can tell you for a fact I haven't found anything definitive yet. And that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to find that smoking gun, aha, you know, got it. Figured it out. That's the problem. And I don't know if I'm gonna ever find that. Oh, good grief. Yeah, shut the fuel off before you do something stupid, Tyler. I wonder if that float. Yeah, the float's moving free. Needle valve's in there doing what it's supposed to do. Ugh, I hate this. I want to find something that's like the smoking gun, like, there it is, there's the problem, but man, is that, what is that? Is that just like a check port? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay, so you drain the bowl from that. Is that down there, a little piece of crap? Wipe it out with the disgusting towel. That's what you want to do. I don't know. I mean, I'm sounding like a broken record here. I want to find the problem, but I don't really know where else to look for the problem just yet. So makes finding the problem a little bit more tedious. I think really what I need to do, I mean, I either need to accept the fact that it bogs when you put it under a high load, or just, I don't know. I mean, could this freaking hose right here be an air leak that's letting unmetered air into the? Well, no, because that's still not unmetered. Yeah, that wouldn't affect anything. It's not like a leak right here. Huh. Well, I mean, I guess a leak. Yeah, no, it's a leak before the fuel mixture. So, if anybody here watching this wants to give me any pointers, they would be much appreciated at this point. Much appreciated at this point. Let's run you back down to idle. Holy smokes, I didn't realize how much more difficult I made it on myself by messing with the linkage while it was in wide open. That's what I'm good at. I'm really good at making things hard for myself. I'm almost a master at it. I'd really like to find an OEM Mikuni for this thing and see how that runs. And then that way, at least, you know, at the very least, you know, the issue persists, but I've got an OEM carb on it, and that'll be better than this Chinese crap. And that was always kind of my plan. I wanted to get the OEM one to begin with, but I was kind of working on a tight budget. We're saving up to go on vacation, and impatient Tyler wanted to get this freaking thing running, so I ordered the cheap one just as kind of a starter, and it ran good. I mean, it runs really good. The mower itself really does truly run fantastic. I mean, it is a really good running little machine. It's just when you bog it, I mean, or not even so much when you bog it, you know, you just put it under a heavy load, then it starts to bog, which is frustrating. I think it's really just frustrating because I've kind of invested so much time into this. Not really so much money. I mean, I've bought a good bit of parts for it, but it's not like I've put $10 million into this. But still, I mean, you know, you put time into something, you want it to turn out good, and it's oh, I didn't even realize that. It's 100% turned into a passion project for me more than anything at this point. And it's just a sweet old vintage mower. I like all the convenience features that it has. New stuff kind of just sucks. All this, oh, never need to change the oil on the new Briggs. It's crazy to me. How long are we until cars start saying that? I mean, I get, you know, let's say internal combustion cars. How far are we until we have our first manufacturer saying it's got lifetime oil? Heck, Subaru already does that. I mean, Subaru amongst many already says that about their transmissions, and then what happened? That never ends well, you know. You give consumers, oh yeah, it doesn't have to do this. I mean, your average consumer is not going to be smart enough to say, oh, actually, no fluid is lifetime. You know, we need to change this. And the dealerships will change it. You know, it's just they say you don't have to, so you don't go up there and gripe. So how is fuel flow right here? That seems pretty good. Huh. Let's get that breather hose on before I forget it. Because I was really looking back and thinking, like, do I need to change that hose that we decided not to yesterday, you know? But I really don't think that's it. You know what, I am curious though. Let's see how quick the carb bowl fills up. If we do crack this little drain valve, that's probably going to cause many issues. All right, valve open. Oh my gosh. Seriously? Out all the way? What? Finally got some fuel going to it. That is crazy, man. Dude, I wonder if there is a freaking, like, obstruction in this thing. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if that's fast enough. You know what I mean? I don't know how fast fuel is expected to make it, but see, I also read this right here. We need to run. Dang, is that still leaking? Oh yeah, it's still a ways out. I don't know about that. That doesn't seem right. I know that's a small orifice on there, but I really wonder if fuel is getting there fast enough. I wonder if when it does go under, you know, load and it runs the governor full tilt, are we commanding enough out of the, like, you know what I mean? Like, are we getting sufficient fuel flow for the engine throttle that the governor's, or that the, you know, the governor's requesting? That's kind of where I'm at. Oh boy. Man, that just keeps pointing to, I need to get an OEM carb. Hey buddy, coming to check? Oh, hey Kenzie.
I thought you locked him out.
So, I don't know, but that still is suspicious. That doesn't seem like we've got it does not seem to me like it should. I mean, now we've got a steady stream, but I just don't feel like fuel should take that long to get to the carb. And we know the fuel flow out of the line's good, so we can completely rule out this line back here that I didn't replace yesterday. So we know fuel's getting from here to here. It runs fine at idle. Idle's like a top, and we're gonna check that again here in a minute after I just adjusted that idle mixture screw. Runs like a top at idle. Runs good under high RPM at full throttle. Starts to bog whenever it's commanding a heavy load at full throttle, which points to air, fuel, or spark. We know the governor's doing what it's supposed to do. The governor goes wide open when the engine's commanding that. So the linkage is probably fine. Could we have a weak spark? Man, we sure could, couldn't we? All right, let's do this. Let's go get more gas. Oh, my wife left. Let's fuel it up. And I'll tell you what, something that I will not run anymore in a 2-stroke, but I will run in a 4-stroke. It's mechanic in a bottle. It doesn't matter. I mean, people are probably gonna call me crazy in the comments for using this, but I mean, it's probably good. It's probably far too much. What are you supposed to do? I didn't even check and see how much was in here. All right, let's fuel it up. We'll take it out and go give it a spin, see what we got. Fuel was incredibly low though. And I am kind of curious. Let's give it a little bit more. There we go. Where are we at? We were right at the top. Yeah, we're right there. I mean, it's probably not going to be any worse. I am just curious about that idle adjustment, or that idle mixture screw is, well, if that's truly what that even is, you know what I mean? I'm kind of just going off of Google AI. I've never messed with one of these Kawasaki's before, so the engines are great. Pressure lubricated 4-stroke lawnmower engine. That's pretty crazy. On a push mower, I mean. So let's close this door so my dog can't go eat. Yeah, see, he comes in, can't go eat those paper towels is what I was gonna say there. So we've got fuel on. Go ahead and turn on ignition, set it to idle. Bowl should be full. Let's choke it. So it still runs great at idle. Maybe I should get that out of there. Gasoline soaked paper towel that I thought was in there. What are you doing? You playing in the dirt? You digging you a hole? Say, this humidity sucks. Engine sounds good. Maybe a little bit of top end tap. I probably do need to adjust the valves. I adjusted them like right when I got it, but how's the Spiders doing? She's doing good. She's doing good. It looks like they're having many plentiful harvests out here, judging by the trail of bodies. It ramps up perfect. See, it still does that. I wonder if it is running out of fuel. Look out. No, no. Make sure we don't accidentally bog it. I mean, again, that seems fine. Didn't really get into anything too heavy. This mower mulches incredibly well. One of the best mulching push mowers I've ever used. I don't really think I've got anything heavy enough out here to cause it to bog. Maybe I'm just giving it an unrealistic load. Bo, what are you doing? What are you doing? You just chilling up there, buddy? Hi. You just chilling? Good boy. Don't you jump from up there. He's done that before, because he's crazy. Blue heelers are absolutely crazy dogs. Wonderful dogs, but absolutely nutty. Well, hell, I'll tell you what we can do. Let's just run it into this. This is thick. Seems better, but I've said that every single time. That is very thick leaves though. That is very thick leaves. Bo, no sir. Hey, get down. Come here. Come here. Get over here. Come here. Come here. Get down this way. Do not jump from up there. Am I gonna have to put a gate up here? I clearly am, because he was totally about to do that. Crazy little devil. I don't know, man. I mean, that's a good bit of leaves. Let me move that stick and I'll try. Look out. Don't get under there. Oh, go ahead and do that. Mulch good now. I I mean, it always mulched good, but it seems to run better. I think what we're gonna do is something that I've been putting off doing anyways. I'm gonna blow all those leaves out from around the rows I planted. And we're gonna give it a good shakedown test. I don't know. I mean, this is all just kind of time killing stuff. I'm just, I'm just taking out this evening. How much gas have we got in the old steel? Looks good. Give her choke. Give her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. It popped. I ordered some new case screws for this thing because, as you can see, the case is trying to come apart. This is a fantastic blower. This BR600 is an absolute monster, and it just does it. I mean, and it just works. So that's a pretty good pile of leaves. I don't think that's gonna quite be enough spread out like that for it to identify an issue. Man, that thing starts so good. But let's go see. It might be. Man, that freaking BR 600 for $5 is an absolute unit. So let's go ahead and turn on the clutch. Ah, crap. I did it and didn't let the engine catch up. Come on, don't flood. Choke. It still seems slow to catch up to speed though. I don't know if they all do that when you turn the blades on. I mean, I'm not ready to say that's fixed, but I think it would have bogged before. That is also quite a freaking bit of leaves. Yeah, it still does it. Dang it. I mean, but I do also think that it is literally just calling for so much from it, but it does it in grass too. There, the governor goes forward to compensate. I don't know. I really do kind of think at this point that it's operating as it should. And what I'm calling for sometimes is just more than what the engine can do now. I mean, it still is a fantastic mower, don't get me wrong. It's just as good, if not better, than most of the stuff you can buy today. I mean, it's a vintage mower, you know? Because with how deep the deck is on here, you know, it's a high lift, so it sucks a bunch of that crap up under the deck. And it's got to do something with it, you know? So pretty good that time though, honestly. regular grass is not a problem. Just when it gets thick, like over at my mom and dad's, it gets thick in a spot and it just begins to have that issue. Woo. Hello. I don't know. I really don't. Regardless though, like I said, it still mows fantastically. It is an excellent grass mower. And yes, the blade is sharp. Let me run through here real quick. I think if anything, we're as good as we're going to get with this Amazon carb on it, and that it may, again, if anything, just need a Mikuni carb, you know, need the OEM carburetor on it. I think that's kind of what we're looking at. Die. Why did you die? You never die. You never die. Is this prime? Ah, crap. The fuel line came off. Yeah, I need to get this primer bulb situation fixed, obviously. Dang it. Yeah. There's my fuel. All over it right now. Crap. That sucks. I'm not messing with that right now though, because we'll do that whenever the screws for the frame come in. That sucks. We'll get the old BR200 out, give it a quick clean off, and yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. This video is probably long enough at this point. Huh. Yeah, I've known that needed to be fixed. It did it one other time and I was like, I'll do it next time it does it. Well, here we are next time it doesn't, and guess what I'm not doing? That's right, if you guessed fix it, you're correct. This little thing's awesome too, but you can totally tell the power difference. Yeah, I think we just need I think I need to get the side discharge for it, or the rear discharge for it too. Part of me also thinks that like just with the deck design on this thing, it's bogging it because it sucks up so much crap, you know, up there into the that really deep deck. And I really kind of think, you know, that might not just be an excuse, but it might actually be what's causing it. But I don't know, it's hard to say without knowing. And if I can find a carb, you know, an OEM Mikuni, we'll give it a shot. We'll slap her on there, and if the issue continues, and I know that it's truly my original hypothesis and we're just asking too much of the engine for what we're doing. Before we go in, we are going to water this rose. It does ironically look like we've got a rain coming. Let's see. No, looks clear for now. Regardless though, I need a weed eat back here this weekend. Get all this stuff out of the way. Keep the rose from getting overgrown. I really need to do something about these carpenter ants. Need to put some poison out or something. They're everywhere. Man, they're everywhere. They eat these trees up. They eat them from the inside out, and then what happens is the branches fall. We just had a branch fall on our house a couple of weeks ago, and I spent all week fixing the roof, welding the gate back together. It was not a good time. The pool's going green. We'll worry about that another day. So, yeah, I guess that's all we can do for right now. But, yeah, we'll see you later.